This is literally the easiest form of date sweetener that you can make, and I don't know why I've been sleeping on it for so long. But if you are on this boat with me, then it's time to try making your own dates paste. Let's get to it. So at this time of the year, everywhere is dry. The dates are also really dry, and instead of using my knife to pry them open, I'm just going to crack them open using my rolling pin. In this case, you can use any other hard object that's available to you, but they're really easy to crack open at this time. Using a knife to pry open will just be, counterproductive. So remember not to trash your date seeds, because those are really special for making date coffee, and I'm a bit obsessed with that at the moment. After prying open all my dates and getting them all out, I'm just going to proceed to rinse them really thoroughly, because everywhere is really dusty, and also because of the worms and those foreign things inside of the dates. So I just rinsed about 3 times and they were clean enough. You want to remember not to leave them inside water for too long, because you'll just be losing the sweetness of the dates. So it's in and out of water as quickly as possible. I should also mention that if you've been looking to make dates powder or dates sugar without an oven, now will be the perfect time, because the dates are really dry and they will dry up really quickly, making it easy for you to grind. After rinsing my dates thoroughly, I just poured hot boiling water over it, and making sure that the water covers the entire quantity of the dates, and then I covered and allowed to sit for 5 hours, after which my dates were really soft and mushy. You can see for yourself. Now I'm just going on to take the dates out of the water. This is not a really compulsory step. I'm just doing this so that I can control how much water I use to blend my dates. So I blended all this quantity in 3 batches, and you just want to look at the strength of your blender when you are doing this and not overload your blender. Also, because you don't want your date paste to turn out runny, you don't want to use too much water, so just add the quantity or add more water as you go as needed. So I started with a little water, and when I noticed it wasn't enough, I added, and by the time I was done blending, this is what it looked like. It looks beautiful, right? I know. I actually started off using date sweetener in the form of date syrup, so I was hooked on that. Date syrup is absolutely sweet, and the smooth silkiness of it just makes it all so rich. I've been hooked on that for a long time, and then I realized that I was throwing all of that date chaff out after making my date syrup, and I couldn't keep up with processing the chaff to use for baking and stuff. So I decided to try date paste, and it's absolutely rewarding. Honestly, I used it in my pap the other day, and the texture that it gave the pap, the bits of fiber in it here and there, it made made it all the more delicious, and I'm definitely going to be doing this more often. So after blending all the batches, I transferred into jars, 1 plastic and 1 glass jar, and I just stored in the refrigerator. Dates go bad really quickly, so you want to put this in the refrigerator. You can even put it in the freezer if you have epileptic power supply. Of course, I covered my jars, guys. This is just for aesthetics, but yeah, that is it for this video. I told you guys this was a really quick recipe. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Are you going to be trying this? And share with others you think it might be helpful too. Until my next video, take care of yourself and Merry Christmas.